Hey guys, how's it going? This is Razor Joe. Hope everyone's doing all right. I just got off work on a Thursday. I have tomorrow off, which is going to be awesome. So I'm excited. I'm having a good day so far. So today I want to talk about something I bought recently that I've been using, and it's working out pretty well. It's the Sena SMH5 Bluetooth headset. This thing's pretty cool. The price point is that I paid anyway is about $100, a little over 100, maybe 105. You can get these things for about that price up to right now. Some places are selling them for 150, and then they're actually the little brother of the SMH10, which is about 150 to 180 bucks depending on where you go. So a little bit different features, about half the features of the other. Hey guy. And but this one's a little bit more affordable, and for what I need it for, which is really just being able to hear directions on a GPS when I want to go somewhere, and maybe the occasional music. So that was the price. The installation was pretty easy, and the size of the thing is pretty small and compact. I mean, it fits easily in the palm of your hand, but the plastic that it's made of feels very durable. I really like the way it feels and how sturdy it feels. And then it's really easy to just put on the side of the helmet and snap on. And it's very low profile. It doesn't really stick really far out or anything. The clamp that they give you with it to put on the side of the helmet is super easy to use, and that thing feels super solid when it's on there. So so that's all pretty good. As far as what I'm using it for is like I said, I have a really hard time navigating and getting around town at places that I haven't been. To and from work's fine because I go there all the time. If it's a place I'm unfamiliar with, I have a hard time. So there was no way for me to do that on the motorcycle. So I wanted something that would allow me to hear the directions without having to mess with my phone and look at stuff. So that was a perfect option for that. And the speakers, it comes with 2 speakers, as well as it comes with a microphone. Actually, mine came with 2 microphones, an inline microphone and a boom microphone, and I'm using the boom microphone in here now in conjunction with my motovlogging microphone. But my helmet already kind of had some ports for some speakers, so that worked really well. Just stuck those in there. They're velcroed in. If I had one complaint about it, I have maybe 2, but one complaint would be that the speakers they're not super thick, but they're a little bit thick, and on my left side sometimes the speaker pushes against my ear a little bit. So I've messed with a couple different positions, and I think I found one that works now. But it's still super easy to put in. No hassles whatsoever on that. And they have videos out there of how to put like the SMH10 in, which this is basically the same thing to do. Now the feature that I also have used is the music. So I've used it for the directions, I've used it for the music, which I used to profess I'm never going to do. I'm never going to listen to music when I ride because I want to be totally focused on my riding. Well, I was brand new at that point and didn't really know what I was talking about. And so it occurs to me that it's perfectly fine to listen to some music at low volumes, particularly if it's an area you're familiar with and a road you're familiar with, and when there's not a ton of traffic. So I find myself, don't like being next to this guy. I find myself in the morning sometimes listening to music, and it's kind of neat. It's kind of a nice thing. The speakers, they're not incredibly powerful, but you don't want it to be too loud anyway. And some people have said that they may sound thin or tinny. Maybe. I'm not a connoisseur of music and musical output options, so I'm not going to be the best resource on that. But to me they sounded just fine. I mean, if you're used to wearing headphones, that's probably just going to sound fine for you. But the biggest thing for me was the directions. Now, a feature that it has that I'm not really using at this point, may someday, but I'm not using right now, is the intercom feature. So you can communicate with, I think, up to 3 different people, one at a time, via intercom, and it has to be line of sight no more than 400 yards away. I believe the bigger brother, the SMH10, is double that or more at 800 yards in a straight line, but that's really not a feature I'm using right now. So for what I want and the price point, guys, I think this is an absolutely great a great option for you to use to get, you know, what you want. And clipping on the side of the helmet, it includes everything you need, even if the mount doesn't work for the side of your helmet to clip on it, because some of them don't do that because the padding, that you can't get it underneath there. They include a sticky mount with it, so comes with everything you need, and the 2 different microphone options, and the quality, I couldn't be happier. Honestly, I made a phone call on it. The other person did not even know I was on a motorcycle. That's how clear it was. So very crystal clear, clear sounding on both ends. Does exactly what I want, and it has the controls are super easy. You really have a dial that's also a button, and then one big red button in the back. Let me see if this guy's gonna split. Are you gonna split? Yeah. And so so it has one dial on the side, and then it has the red button in the back. So when I want to make a call or I want to look up directions, I can just hit that red button once. It activates Siri, because I have Apple. Activates Siri, and I'm able to just say, hey, call so-and-so, and it'll call them. Or I can say get directions to, and it does that. So super easy to use. If I want to change the song or anything like that, I can push in the dial and twist it, or actually I just actually twist it. One's the volume control and one is changing the song. The only complaint I have about the controls, because they are super easy to use, but the only complaint I have is that they've made pushing in the dial something that activates and searches for your intercom. Now, if you're not using an intercom, what it's going to do is search for like 10 seconds for an intercom, another user, and if it doesn't find anything, then it just goes back to what it was doing before, whether it be music or whatever. So my only complaint about that is it's super easy to accidentally hit that and then interrupt your music. And then it's just kind of annoying. I would have rather seen it be more of a combination push to search for an intercom for another user, particularly because that's really only a component that not all the users are going to use, really. So so those are my only 2 complaints, is the thickness of the speakers and how easy it is to activate the intercom. But other than that, guys, awesome deal. It's not a super in-depth review because I'm not a super user of the thing, but if you're looking for something that just does exactly what you need it to do, and not a whole lot of additional frills, but still a lot of features, then the Sena SMH5 might be for you. Perfect price point for me, good quality, and all the above features that I mentioned. So that's about it for this one. Next time, I'm hoping to get another video out again soon. I'm trying out some different software editing wise, but I still keep going back to what I had, even though it's laggy. So we'll see what comes out of it. So not sure when it'll be, but we'll see you guys soon.